Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about mascara tips and tricks. So the first thing I like to do when I'm putting on my makeup is to get a cup of water, and it's hot water, and I run the cup full and then I just drop my mascara in. If you don't have a cup handy and you sit down to do your makeup, I like to put it in between my legs or stick it in my pocket. Either way, whatever is going to warm it up. Some people like to hold it in their hand. Whatever's going to warm it up. For me personally, I just keep it in a cup because it's easier and I don't have to think about it. So this is essentially going to warm your mascara no matter what brand, and it's going to make the formula warm up a little bit more liquefied, and it makes it easier to go on. So that's super handy. I also personally like to curl my lashes. It makes a big difference. So I'll curl one side so that way you can see. And make sure you curl your lashes before you put on your mascara. Don't do it after you've applied it because that's sticky and it can also pull out your lashes, which would not be good. Another thing I like to do is, another simple little trick, is to take a pressed powder. Right here's my pressed powder. It's a transparent, clear, translucent pressed powder. And that's great if you have really thin lashes. It's gonna thicken it up. So I'm gonna show you on this side too. I'm gonna show you all on this side and then show you the difference on my left side, which for you would be flipped. But I'm gonna show you what the difference is between all these. And then if you just brush it on real lightly, it's going to thicken up your lashes. And so when I pull it out, I don't know if you can see, but it's gonna be a little bit more liquefied. And another trick I like to do is to bend my brush. So as you can see, I've bent my brush some. By doing this, I'm giving myself a little bit more control of my brush. And it's also allowing me to be able to reach my inner lashes a little bit easier. So I'm gonna get it in there. And you also don't wanna pump your wand. So a lot of people will just pump their wand to get more mascara onto the wand. But when you do that, you're pumping air into the tube and it's gonna dry it out quicker. So you want to swirl your wand around. That's how you're gonna get more mascara on there. Okay, I'm gonna do my left side first. Actually, I'm just gonna do my bottom lashes because I want you to see my right side where I've done some of the tricks to it. I want you to see that versus the side with no tricks. So I'll do the bottom lashes since I've already gotten started on the left. And then you can compare them. And by bending the wand, I have a lot more control versus if it was straight, and I'm able to get those inner lashes, the really tiny ones in the inside and on the outside, a lot easier than if the wand was straight. Plus, I'm not making as much of a mess. I tend to get the mascara everywhere, all over my face. I don't do it nearly as bad when the wand's bent, which is nice. And I also feel like it gets a little bit more mascara onto the wand too. Remember, I'm swirling it in there. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna apply this on the right side where I've curled my lashes and where I've applied some of that pressed powder. Also, if you start at the base of your eye and wiggle it up, it tends to cover your eyelashes a little bit better. I'm doing this with the tube that has very little mascara in it. Y'all, sorry, I should have opened a new wand to do this. I mean a new mascara, but that's okay. I love our Limelight mascara because it is a one-step mascara. It's buildable. It has fibers in it, but these are not fibers that are gonna flake in your eyes, and I know that's a problem a lot of people have when they get a fiber mascara, is that they're gonna flake. They love the look of the fiber mascara because it's gonna thicken and lengthen, but they have problems with it flaking. Ours does not, and it stays all day, which is great. Okay, I've about got one coat on this one really good. And then I can show you the difference between some of those tricks that we just did versus nothing. Sorry, excuse my faces. I know they're not attractive. When you put your makeup on, especially mascara, I feel like people make the funniest faces. Our mascara also doesn't clump, which is great. I have a problem with clumping mascara. And I have really sensitive eyes. I have really sensitive skin too. And this, I don't have to worry about. It doesn't make my eyes irritated.
I'm not picking up my eyelashes all the time, which is what I was doing before. All right, y'all. This is one layer with our fiber mascara and some of those tricks that we used. And this is one layer, this is none on this eyelash on top. On my bottom, I have one layer. I'm gonna put one layer on this side on my left side so you can see the difference now too. So this is none, and this is one layer with the tricks that we did, which was the bent brush, but that's the same on this side, but curling the lashes and adding some transparent pressed powder. You still get great coverage without curling the lashes or the pressed powder, but it just doesn't look quite as much of a pop. And honestly, I don't do the pressed powder on my lashes unless I'm actually going out on the town or something like that. But I always curl my lashes because I have, decent lashes, but they're not curled at all. They don't curl up. They're very straight. So as you can see, the difference, I have very straight lashes, so even though they have great length, they don't curl up on their own. And I'm able to curl them some with the mascara wand by pushing them up, but they just don't curl the way I want them to. So using a eyelash curler makes a big difference. Y'all, this is one layer. I love this mascara because it's super quick and easy, but this is just one layer. You could build as many layers as you want onto it too, which is great. If anybody has any questions, let me know. I'll be glad to answer them, or your beauty guide, they'll be glad to answer them too. But remember, curl your lashes with the eyelash curler, heat up your mascara in a cup of water, and if you have very thin lashes and want thicker lashes, add a little layer of pressed powder on it. It'll give it something to bond to and make them thicker and longer. So I hope everybody has a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, y'all.